welcome to Great Day, Connecticut. I'm Sundlun, and we have the one and only special co-host joining us today, Clinton Kelly from What Not to Wear.
Hey, Kara, how are you, my dear?
I'm so excited to have you here because last time we had, it all started, we interviewed you some years ago. And Scott was like, well, you should come to host with us. And you're like, okay. And then you hosted with Scott once.
Yes, I did.
But I never got to do it.
Yeah.
So I had to think a lot about my outfit. So let's just get this over with.
You're doing great.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
It looks really lovely.
Okay,
I do like it, yes. Very summery.
Does it elongate me? That was the deal. Oh, something's going off over there. But anyway.
I don't think it's mine.
Okay. So
you look great.
Thank you.
And hi, Scott, if you're watching.
Yeah, so Scott left something for you to perhaps look at, and that would be that he made a charcuterie before, and but anyway. But I want to talk about you. So What Not to Wear, 12 seasons, 2003 to 2013.
Yes.
I mean, that was...
It's so crazy that people are, I guess, still so into What Not to Wear, because it's been gone for 12 years. Like, it's been over for 12 years. We did it for a decade, Stacey and I together.
Such chemistry you guys had. Were you all just becoming such great friends?
Oh my God, when I look at the old footage, it freaks me out. We had a wild ride together for a decade. Like, it was super fun sometimes, and sometimes it was really, really stressful. But overall, it was an incredible experience. And of course, TLC reran the show for 5,000 years afterwards. So. Well,
and it's different now because now you're both co-hosting. So you've got this, you're co-hosting other shows, and then it's a different. You have your book out. Wear whatever the bleep you want, okay? And that's on Prime Video. But so that's the idea is that because the world changed and like now we can just wear what we want? It's okay to have purple hair and show body parts?
Well, you can kind of do whatever you want. Like back in the day, I was one of those people, like back in the day, you wore certain things because you were playing the game. Like to get the better job and to, get the raise and to meet the love of your life and, to meet the certain type of man or whatever. Now those rules have gone out the window, right? Everybody wants something different. People feel differently about their bodies. Like Stacey and I came from the women's magazine world where you were like sort of programmed to think that taller and thinner was better.
I think I'm still programmed that way.
Yeah, well, it takes a long time to deprogram yourself.
But I will say my daughter is 18 and she, you go to the store now and they'll say, does my rear look big? And if you say no, they're like, what? They're like, that's bad. What do you mean?
I know. Oh, my God. Kara, I joke. I joke that for 10 years I spent my life teaching women how to make their butts look smaller, and now everybody wants a bigger butt.
Everybody wants one. It's just like, it's crazy. So anyway, but also what's changed, I heard you on 9A talking about Sex and the City, and I also watched it. That was my girlfriends and I in college. We'd get together, appointment TV.
Yes.
You ordered Cosmos when you ordered your first mixed drink because that's what they had.
Yeah.
Carrie Bradshaw, I imagine you probably met the real Carrie Bradshaw.
Believe it or not, I have never met Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh my gosh, I feel like you would be BFFs.
I feel like it too. We were once in the same restaurant together, sitting next to each other at different tables, and we both smiled at each other and went, hi.
She was probably nervous what you were going to think of her outfit.
No, please. She's an icon. Like, she is a real icon.
She is a real icon.
I have met Kim Cattrall, and I met Cynthia Nixon.
So now they're saying that the series, just like that, they're going to end it. Of course, because I was such a fan, I have watched it. And, to see them all middle-aged now, I don't know. It's not the same. I don't love it. I mean, I love them, but it's just totally, other than she ends up like Mr. Big isn't such a bad guy,
Yeah, I didn't even bother watching it, to be honest with you. I feel bad. I feel like I missed out on a cultural experience, but Sex and the City was so amazing, right? Wasn't it amazing? And then they did the movies, and I went to the first movie, I was like, this stinks. And I said, you know what? I'm sorry, Sarah. I said, I think I'm done. I just want to remember it the way I remember it and not like get involved. Like, sometimes there's a spin-off of something or a sequel. It kind of ruins the first. So I was like, I'm happy with the first. The memories that I have are going to live in here forever, and that's enough.
Yeah.
So what do you think? It's time to end, though, right?
I think, I relate to them because we all got older, and so I'm like, okay, they have kids, and she's worried about this, and she's no longer going out every night. She's hanging home with Mr. Big, and he has a Peloton, and that turned into a disaster. But anyway, so it's not the same, and I guess none of us are the same either. But I don't know, and they all aged.
Right, it's nice to see people aging well. I saw Cynthia Nixon on the street not too long ago in New York City.
I love her in the Gilded Age, though. That's amazing.
Yes, that's amazing. That show
Are you a
is so
Gilded
good.
Age fan?
I am. I haven't watched the new season at all yet.
Okay.
I like to binge things. I can't, it's I just want to watch all 8 at once.
We've been doing appointment viewing, which is, again, nobody does that anymore, but I'm from the era where you did this. So every Sunday night I've been watching it as it comes out. And actually, Christine Baranski is coming to Newport, Rhode Island to talk this coming weekend, but I guess it's sold out. But she's actually going to act on the scene of one of the mansions.
Oh my God, I love her so much.
So
Isn't she
and
the
Good
best?
Wife and everything.
Yes. Oh, Christine
So
Baranski.
I did put in my pitch, Christine Baranski, to interview you, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But the event, I'm told, is sold out. But also, singer Stevie Nicks has announced that she's going to postpone concerts, and you have some relation with this. You said you had a similar thing where you broke your shoulder. She's 77 years old, so she's going to reschedule, which probably sounds like a good idea.
I didn't realize she was 77.
That's amazing.
Wow.
I mean,
go Stevie. For 77 years old, she's doing fantastic. I had frozen shoulder, which is different than breaking a shoulder, which I think is even worse.
Yeah.
But let's just let her recuperate for a little bit, take some time off from the touring. Everybody will understand. At 77, even if you've got the strongest bones for a 77-year-old, they're still a little bit softer than the bones of a 25-year-old. Yes, but the cancellations I heard are not impacting her show that's scheduled for People's Bank Arena in Hartford on October 25th. So if you got tickets for that, just relax. Maybe she's not going to be jumping around the stage, but she'll be there.
Well, we talked about this before, but I happened to see Billy Joel when he was at Mohegan Sun, and he fell. He's also older, in his 70s, and I had no idea he fell because he got up so quick. I thought,
really?
I didn't, they later on showed the slow-mo, but I do remember him doing something like that, but I thought he was just doing a dance move because he was throwing the microphone all around.
Right.
I mean, these people are amazing.
Amazing. I bet you the adrenaline of being on stage in front of all those people, you're like, you're like, I'm going to get up as fast as possible here.
Right.
Then the next day you're like, oh, everything hurts. That's my life right now. I feel like I'm in good shape. And then the next morning I'm like, why did I do that?
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
we'll have you come on Kara's Cures and we'll get you all fixed up. We get you some fish oil for the inflammation and all that. But Ozzy Osbourne, were you a fan of Ozzy?
No.
No. Yeah.
Sorry.
I sort of guessed that.
Yeah.
I can't say I was a huge fan of him. However, he's an icon, and he changed
absolutely.
so many people. And I watched in the newsroom that people of all ages, some people burst into tears because they thought he was so influential. People I wouldn't have guessed, but like whether they watched him on the Osbournes,
right.
Sharon! Or they watched him in heavy metal or all this, but more than 60,000 people have signed a petition to change the name of the Birmingham airport. They want to name it after him. That's where the legendary rocker was born and raised, and I think it would be fitting if I guess you could just call it the Osborne Terminal or the Osborne Airport. It has a ring to it.
I think it's pretty cool.
Prince of Darkness Terminal.
What gate are you leaving from? The Prince of Darkness 7.
We are at PD.
That scares me a
Get
little
on
bit.
the little terminal tram. Where are you going? To the Prince of Darkness.
I'm flying away on a bat. Remember that? I mean, when I was a kid, there were all these rumors that he bit the head off of bats.
Was that a rumor? I
hope it was a rumor.
I thought that was sort of how he got his start.
I think it was.
Anyway.
Anyway.